Look at Drummond. He's a double-double machine. You look at the type of team they play. I always say, watch out for that pump fake word when people just say defense and the offense is terrible and all that. As far as when you look, East or West, what team kind of has just been under the radar or disappointed you because you had higher expectations?
I would say the Knicks. I thought coming into the season that they actually had a starting five that could compete. They had a bench, and it looked like that they were gonna be poised to make a playoff run. Now, through all the shenanigans and not only the bad play, but just the front office stuff, the shenanigans, I just think that they've been the most disappointing team to me because like all New York fans, they have the most to gain, but they've not lived up to the expectations of just being a professional franchise.
You can't be a good team with a lot of shenanigans in the locker room.
Nah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shenanigans, you can't have that.
You can't have that. What about you? What team do you see out there that was disappointed?
I'm going to have a tie with Chicago and Charlotte. Chicago for the obvious reasons, with my good friend going there. I think everybody thought that they were going to elevate their play. Not that they were going to be in the conversation for an Eastern Conference championship, but seeing that organization kind of get back on track, to kind of see them not live up to their potential, that's been kind of disappointing. And with Charlotte, I think they were in a position to build on last year. Kemba's had a fantastic season. He's finally an all-star. He's been deserving it for a long time. But you want the team play to match the individual play of your best player. And unfortunately, they got off to a great start. It seems like them and the Wizards flip-flop, right?
Yeah.
They were in third, and the Wizards were out the playoffs, and then they just, switched
48 wins for them last year, 38 this year. That 10-game drop-off is what you're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just not to be able to compete at the playoffs, for their players, that's what you want. You want to be able to compete at a high level in the playoffs, but you want to advance and play as much as possible.
Zeke, for me, I got to go to the West Coast and say another disappointing Sacramento Kings. When I look at Cousins, y'all, he's like the best big man I've seen in some time, and I thought they were going to go to the playoffs, BD.
No.
And for me, I'm going to ask you, Zeke, about where you think Derrick Rose, if he has a lot of suitors. We talked about that, but also with a team like the Pelicans, do you think they'll bring both guys back next year if you were GM?
I think the Pelicans definitely will bring both guys back. And I look at a Derrick Rose, and I say, what's the best fit for him, playing-wise, the way he's playing right now? And I wouldn't be surprised if a San Antonio at the end of the year.
Oh, what, Zeke?
Because I don't think Derrick Rose, he's already said it's not about the money for him.
Okay.
It's about winning.
You want to win.
And I look at him in San Antonio's system at that point guard position. He's got great mid-range game right now. He can get to the basket.
Pick and roll.
He's a competitor, and I think he's very coachable. He's been coached hard under Tibbs. So Pop coaches hard. And I've known Derrick, since he was a little kid. He's not a bad guy.
Right.
He just wants to win. And I think in that system, he would fit in that system.
Way to throw that out, Zeke. I love it.
BJ Armstrong.
You know what I mean?
Give me a couple of dollars,
Baby,
baby.
that's right.